when I was begging my dad over and over again for years and years, and still I feel like I'd have to do that, like because he has the control. This is what narcissists do. They do things out of like genuine connection or love or anything. They do things for control, and that's how I had to come to the conclusion, like, ultimately, like, it's either, yeah, it might be much worse than just narcissism. Like, it could be like psychopathy when it comes to, or just like, I don't know. Again, like I've always been saying, I shouldn't have to go through this anymore. Or like I debate these things. They're something like broken in the brain of my parents. But the control I've known about, like, obvious and very clear control issue was like at the forefront of the thing with my dad since I was a little kid. That's been the case forever. Uh, like the control thing was like the most gigantic issue by far, and that's never stopped. Like that guy's, that's so. Um, and then if that is the case where it's just narcissism, um, man, because when you don't have, like, when you're literally, you don't have any options but to return to that abuser to beg, and then what you're doing is you're just giving them more control instead, and you're not even resolving anything. um that's horrible too. And that's basically, I had to, eventually I gave up trying to like actually get help from him and just documented what I could. And I was doing it. I was still trying, but I was also just documenting. Like, I was still trying it, but and knowing that it wouldn't work, but I still had to do it. I didn't have any other options, genuinely. It all makes sense when you add up the context that I've been trying to explain for so long. Yeah, it's some evil, evil stuff. You think about like how everything was used against me and just exploited, like my own pains, everything my parents were supposed to teach me and like support me with and boost me up. They used to like exploit and like take advantage of me. Um, like every, I mean, if I wasn't so smart, like I was the only reason, like I knew what they were doing, like, and I knew better than, because I was like very smart, very young. Now, if only they'd actually supported, like they had me question. Yeah, I can't even imagine had I had confidence at that age, what I could have done. I mean, it's crazy that they couldn't give up control. And it's like I've proven all this stuff. Like, and then my mom is, I don't know what my mom is, that my mom isn't that thing. Like, it's that my mom doesn't have, it's not the same controlling thing. She has something different there. There's something different that's wrong. She has her own like really sick stuff going on. Um, hmm, I don't know. I don't want to make a mess of our video and like just add more things. That's why I want to make a concise list. But I also still have to keep expressing myself, or else this shit will build up. Every single thing I know and I am aware of ahead of time, because I've experienced this so much. I've explained it so many times as well. I shouldn't have to anymore. It also puts me at risk to get trapped in it. So, like, I can't really, I just can't do this much more. I mean, much as I say, and I always say that, and I always find ways to just keep going. And then I keep tolerating things that I shouldn't, though. So, alright, I'm just gonna leave it here. Bye. To nobody, but.